They showed you this in school your whole life.
Was a lie.
This is the Earth, and we only have 7 continents, and that's Earth. No, this is how. Okay, so this is all the land masses, and they blocked us off with these ice walls that are now melting. Y'all see it? And we are all finna merge together as one. This is all Atlantis. All right. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. When they came and landed, all this was Atlantis. Divide us from other Atlanteans that's here on the planet with us. But we also are under a dome, and we are cut off from our original Anunnaki God ancestors that are on the Sirius star system, which we all come from. Look, we are those 7 continents trapped in this ice wall surrounded by Antarctica. And now these motherfucking ice blocks, are starting to melt. Not just the ones around us, but all the ice walls. There's 3 of them. See, this is the first one, Antarctica. This is the second one, and then the third one is the biggest one. Y'all see these 3 ice rings, right? Notice these little green land masses. This is how they did. This is why they won't tell you this truth. But now that the Antarctic walls are melting, all our whole fucking land mass that they split up when they landed will merge back together. The melting of the ice walls, the merging of the original land mass. When these motherfuckers landed, they made us fall in frequency after they used that Merkaba, ancient technology, to blow our second sun out of the atmosphere. This is why when they wrote their Bible, they always said the sun is going to return. That's why they were so worried about global warming, people. They be complaining about the ice walls melting, because once these ice walls melt, all right, all our land mass is going to merge together. So we finna be seeing motherfuckers we didn't even know we was related to, and vice versa. Draconian reptilians who they left in charge to run us in here. They have also left draconian reptilians in charge to run the outer ice rings where our other family is. And then they also have more reptilians in charge to run the outskirts. So they have 3 layers of reptilian hierarchy that they had here on our planet running us. And that's how they was able to keep all 3 of these ice walls up around us, keeping us separated from each other. But when they attacked us, they did not attack the other 8 realms of our planet. They only was able to attack what they call Atlantis. All right, because our whole planet is Kai, but our realm that they call Earth is actually Atlantis. So all these continents, Asia, Russia, all that, this whole realm is Atlantis. And Atlantis is just one of the realms on this planet called Kai.
The first thing is you're building up a lot of lactic acid when you're doing all of that rigorous working out. You know, calisthenics is a good workout. You're using your own body weight, and you're doing things that's going to keep stretching the body, and you're going to keep, building natural muscle. When you get into bodybuilding and weightlifting, for one, you're building a lot of lactic acid, which is going to burn you. It's very acidic. For 2, you're lifting weights and you're packing on a lot of muscles. And by doing that, you need a lot of protein. We know that protein is very, very bad for the Black community. We don't need protein. We need something called simple amino acid structures. On top of that, this mass is very, very heavy. So technically, bodybuilders are 3 times overweight. You see that? And that's why you see bodybuilders having heart attacks. And then they feel that they can eat anything they want and just stay in the gym all day.
Tell us what a diet for a Rastafarian is.
A what?
What is the diet for a Rastafarian?
Just food, herbs and vegetables.
What about fish?
No, not with fish. Not with fish.
Got it.
Yeah. No dead flesh. Not supposed to go in your life, goodie. This is a live temple of the Most High Jah, Rastafari, where you're supposed to just eat natural. Because what? The food shall be your medicine, and your medicine shall be your food. So what you eat and drink, that's what you become. So I say, eat the right food, drink the right thing, and you will always firm and strong in the Gideon to resist Babylon. But if you eat corruption, your mouth becomes an open sepulchre, and you're going to speak bare dead things. But if you eat the right food, which is life food, then you shall speak of life. Hail Selassie, the Almighty, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Yeah, man. And that's like the Black people and all the people of...
But that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Not
You see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone and let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. Increase you too.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right, had to write net worth 400 million.
The Restoring the Scales Ascendant Masters integrate the material finite with the spiritual infinite and reclaim what was taken. Awaken and develop your soul. We are guiding you. You see us in everything you do. You are breaking down the matrix, the illusionary dream reality that they operated in for years. Don't give up this fight. We know you have been taught the opposite of our blue hue, but believe in yourself and restore all that you knew. Be mindful of how you are now co-creating this fifth dimensional reality with your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and actions. Have you all not learned that yet? This is your clean slate. The karma has been cleared. This is your peak of our 22222 portal. It is your Pluto return. You all were tapped into that frequency when it was first given to you. How easily it came is how easily it left, only to return again. It's your sovereignty, the return of your physical/spiritual birthing. We are shifting you out of the age of Pisces through the age of Aquarius while experiencing the reality of the age of Capricorn. Do you not know this to be true? I hear you. It's your metamorphosis from your straw man that was created against you. It's the process of transformation or a change or form or nature of a thing or person into a completely different one. By natural or supernatural means, allow it to freely move through you. You have the tools, make them work for you. We leave you with this message and will continue to align and bring forth messages through you. Before we go, do not be fooled by the giving of the sovereignty to who? It's an illusion that is thrived through your free mind. Circle back to you. It's the fifth dimension. Use your own discernment. I only wrote what came in, and it was just clarified by the pulling of my cord.
Things you need to hear, part 30.
This process of creating a monarch typically begins at a young age. Children of elite, multi-generational occultic families will be traumatized starting in the womb, sometimes even going so far as to induce a premature birth. Experts have likened splitting the mind to splitting wood. Getting an initial split going is rather difficult, but once you have a crack beginning to form, it gets easier with each strike. Likewise, the elite know that if they can traumatize the mind when it is young, it will split easier and dissociate more quickly. For this reason, elite families will put a mousetrap on their baby's hand while in the crib, and not go into the room to remove it until the infant stops crying. This teaches the baby's mind to dissociate from pain, which is then rewarded with mommy's attention. If not born into this madness, testing will typically take place to gauge the ability to dissociate. Sometimes, people from domestically abusive environments will be chosen specifically because of their heightened dissociative abilities. The second aspect that must be considered is IQ. A great deal of intelligence and creativity is required to create these dissociated personalities. Personality tests, along with IQ, ultimately determine the child's future role. Once the candidate has been selected, preparation will begin. While multi-generational victims inherit the mental structuring required to begin programming, others must be conditioned. Controllers will begin expanding the child's mind as soon as it is born, teaching it not only to create images, but associate a smell or sound with memory. Creativity and intelligence are gently enhanced. The child will be taught discipline and trained to be able to hold still and keep their eyes open for long periods. This will be helpful later during EEG testing. For the first year and a half, the monarch child is smothered with love in what is known as the love bombing phase. Once a good ability to dissociate and an IQ of at least 120 is confirmed, programmers will proceed with the first step, shattering the core. In direct contrast to the absolute love and attention the child has received thus far, he or she will now be alone, tortured, and abused. Loud noise and various smells will overwhelm the brain's sensory input. After some time, the primary programmer or handler, who has thus far shown only kindness towards the child, will arrive. To the victim, this is a welcome sight. It appears help has arrived. This time, however, the programmer will brutally traumatize the victim. The shock shatters the mind like glass. The brain simply cannot reconcile these two extremely opposite behaviors from the same person. The cognitive dissonance is too great. Experts have learned this is how the core is split. Once splitting of the core is accomplished, the mind can be divided and compartmentalized through further abuse and trauma.
So there's this woman, Zena Levi, and she was the high priest of the Church of Satan. Her dad was actually the one that founded the Church of Satan. And when you put a side-by-side image of Taylor Swift and Zena, they're identical, bro. Like, the theory is that they're clones, like that Taylor Swift is a clone of her. But the theory that I'm going with, which kind of makes more sense in my opinion, is that in 1990, Zena left the Church of Satan, but Taylor Swift was born in 1989, so the year before. So there's speculation that instead of Taylor Swift being her clone, theory that makes more sense is that she's her daughter. And that's the reason she left the Church of Satan, is because she had a kid. And you know how the music industry, there's been a lot of sketchy things with like involving the Illuminati. A big thing with the music industry is bloodline specifically too. And Zena's dad, the founder of the Church of Satan, was really big in the music industry, to where Zena was actually a musician as well. So it would make sense on why Taylor Swift made it big, and she's so consistently big in the music industry.
Hello TikTok, I'm here again with another Britney update. So you remember that theory a while ago that I said I believe that Britney Spears was locked away somewhere? Well, I'm definitely starting to believe that a lot more, especially after this post. Now there's some weird things that were said in this post, and I'm gonna read it to you. First sentence says, good news, I'm still breathing. It's funny, the same two people who gave me life are the same two people who took it away. But guess what? I'm still breathing and I'm still alive. I don't know about you guys, but it was a little suspicious to me. Especially because whoever's running her page, I'm pretty sure they've seen all of our posts asking all these questions about all these old videos. And guess what? There's still no new footage, no new videos, and we haven't seen Britney Spears live. However, there was a new video recently posted, actually 2 hours prior to this video I'm making. But it wasn't a video of Britney Spears, it was a video of Sam Asghari. Things have been getting really weird on this page. I mean, a lot of crazy stuff that we can't even imagine goes on in Hollywood. I wouldn't put it past the idea that Britney Spears is really still locked up somewhere and is still going through all those things, and whoever's controlling her page isn't doing the best job ever, because there's still no new content of Britney. How long do they think that they can keep doing this? I'm ready to hear what you guys think in the comments.
Do you see anything wrong with this picture? All ancient cultures and civilizations depicted the world as being a flat stationary plane with a firmament above it. But then today you got NASA saying that it's a spinning ball. And a lot of people will say, well, our technology is much better than all these other people. Those people used to be ignorant. The thing that hath been done, it is that which shall be done, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. I bet you guys didn't know that you were quoting Bible when you said that, did you? The Antikythera computer, pause and read if you want to read the whole thing, but if you just look right here, it's saying, under the corrosion are traces of technology that appear utterly modern, gears with neat triangular teeth, so it was like a clock-like thing, and check out what this thing did. So they recreated this thing, and you can see it was telling the phases of the moon and everything. It's crazy, but these people were stupid, right? The Baghdad ancient battery, said to be about 2,000 years old, sticking through the asphalt is an iron rod surrounded by a copper cylinder. When filled with vinegar or any other electrolytic solution, the jar produces about 1.1 volts. And they called this the wooden bird model, but check this out. It was founded in 1898, and they say it was later dated as having been created in 200 BCE, as airplanes were unknown in the days when it was found. Were they unknown? Are you sure about that? Check this out. And look, let's come down here. It seems rather incredible that someone more than 2,000 years ago, for any reason, devised a model of a flying device with such advanced features requiring quite extensive knowledge of aerodynamics. These people were stupid though, right? They don't know anything. You know what's really funny is that kind of looks like a helicopter. And check this out. After they found that thing, they made a 16:1 scale model of that little bird thing, and look at there. Look at here. That thing flies. They got it to fly. So while you all here are saying all these people were stupid over here and we're the smart ones, right? We're barely catching up to the technology that was back then. And you got to ask yourself this question: how did all that technology get destroyed? Let me give you a hint. There was a flood. And if there was a flood, you got to ask yourself, why did the earth flood? Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts and saying, where is the promise of his coming? Imagine the scoffers in those days when Noah was building that ark. You're an idiot. Why are you building that ark? And guess what? The floods came, the waters came, and they were too late. Y'all need to get on the ark.